Hey guys, today I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palettes to do a tutorial and then a review, so let's get started.
Okay, so I already did my brows and then moisturizer and primer and all that. And then for my skin, I'm just going to quickly put on this BB cream so you can see that most of the coverage is coming from the powder. Alright, I'm also going to quickly do some concealer and then the rest is with the Kat Von D palette. So we got the Shade and Light contour palette, the more powdery shades and the more bronzery shades. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to set my under eye and T-zone area with this yellow tone shade is Lyric, and it's really good at brightening the whole under eye area and T-zone. I accidentally picked up some of the bronzer shade. Ah! You know what, this is good because now I'm going to use the powder to cover up that area and see how good it works. And then I'm going to combine the yellow tone shade and the more just neutral shade, which is called Levitation, to set my whole face. Now on to the bronzer and contour shades. But yeah, so this one, as you guys can see compared to the others, is a lot more cool tone. There's like more of a gray undertone to it. So that's going to be really good for contouring because it's going to create an actual replication of a shadow and not just warm bronzing up the skin. So I'm going to contour a little bit with that and then just bronze up my skin with this middle one. The contour shade is Subconscious and this one is Shadow Play. The contour I'm just going to do very subtly. I'm actually just going to use my actual bronzer brush and just kind of squeeze it in a contour shape. I'm just going to fluff the brush back out and blend it. I'm also going to go back in with that middle shade to blend some more and just bronze up my face. This peachy shade right here called Lucid, I really love this shade for blush. I think peach blush is super beautiful, especially in a light shade like this. It's just really natural looking. It for the face. I really like these powders. I like how they look all together. Okay, now for the eye contour palette. So pretty much they're all neutral matte shades, but it's kind of broken up into three little sections. There's like a more neutral, natural little section, a cool tone, and a warm tone. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the shadows from the natural side. Just because, you know, natural makeup looks good on everyone.
Okay, these names are pretty hard to read, so I might be butchering them, so don't mind. But I'm taking the light brown shade Latinus on the far left of the palette as a transition shade and just blending it all into my crease. Then the next shade, Citri, which is a darker brown. I'm using it to define the outer V and the crease a bit more. Then I'm just blending those two colors together. Next, I'm taking the large cream shade shadow called Indwin and just putting this all over my eyelid. Then the white shade Succubus as a highlight under my brow bone and my inner corner. Then I'm just taking that light brown shade once more, Latinus, under my lower lash line and just on the outer quarter a little bit with that darker brown Citri. Just a little bit to open up the eyes a bit more.
Okay, so that's how it looks with mascara and everything. Now, as for the review of these products, we'll start with what I use first. The Shade and Light Contour Palette. I really like this. I think the tones are really good. I really like this yellow highlighting powder. I like to use this as a blush. Everything blends super nicely. It's really good for traveling. You have all your powders in one. The contour shade is really good because it's cool tone, like I said. As for the eye palette, I think this is also another awesome palette for on the go. Again, they're all matte, so If you like shimmers, maybe not so much, but if you like neutral matte shades that you can create a lot of neutral toned looks with, I think it's really good. I like how it's broken up into the quads, and these shades are really good that they're like bigger. You can even use this as a blush. Like, they're also versatile, you know what I mean? They're super pigmented. Also, I didn't use a primer with these on my eyes. I did put up some of my concealer up there, so that kind of acted as a primer. But yeah, I mean, if you have really oily eyes, or oily skin, you might have to. But yeah, I have dry skin, so I just didn't feel the need. One time I heard Jaclyn Hill talking about this in one of her videos where she mentioned this. I'll show you. So there's like kind of, not fallout when you place it on you, but like, here. Like, you see all that dust? It's not really focused, but I even got on my finger. But just like a lot comes off when you like pick it off with your brush. It's not that big of a deal. I haven't found that it does that when you place it on your skin, like you don't have fallout down here, because you guys saw I did my skin or my face makeup first before the eyes, and I didn't have a problem with the fallout down here. Yeah, they're super pigmented. Like, you take one dip in the brush into the color and you're like good to go. But yeah, I am just super glad that I finally got these palettes, because I've literally wanted them for so long, and I really like Kat Von D's line. So I do recommend checking these out. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to comment. And that's it. I hope this video helped you guys out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!